So.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I know it's like just cast alone and all the things you have to press, the overlays, the music, all these things, you know. So anybody to help kind of like talk and keep the stream alive while you're doing the background work is always appreciated. So.
Indeed. I'm on Para, by the way. He needs to get back in this. So.
Wow, what a great way to start. They're just like, no, we're not gonna go for the heavy. They're just gonna clash at the mega. Boy, oh boy.
Well, Para is still smelling blood. Gets his revenge.
This is quite the bloodbath. I didn't expect this coming in. So, Dan, here, let's... actually, what are the pinks? Oh, I see. They're actually equal, which will be very interesting. So there's equal delay, meaning they both see each other roughly around the exact same time on their screens because of the delay. Which is actually a very good thing for both of these players. You know, I find Rob, when you have like very little ping difference, like equal pings, whether it's high or low, the delay between them is the same. So if you show up on the screen for one player, show up for the other. So like those two rails, right? Like you saw, they both kind of rail each other around the exact same delayed amount of time. That's really useful. That's very, very useful.
Yeah, so the total ping difference is around 325.
There you go.
Yeah. I think, yeah, dandaking is used to that, right?
I don't actually know how often he plays on that kind of high ping, to be honest. I do imagine he does get some kind of experience. Oh, looks like Para. Para is not looking so healthy going down there. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi out of that one. Oh, those nails! Oh boy, that's you got nailed. Unfortunately, after the nailed buff, people are using it much more effectively, I would say, compared to before. We do have a really nice split on the items here, so that'll give these guys a chance to kind of rotate around and get ready for the next one. And we may or may not see a bit of a clash going for that mega, which is going to be up in 10 seconds or so. By the way, let me know if my voice is too low, or I'm too quiet, or I'm too loud.
It's great. It's great.
It's perfect? Okay. Okay, awesome.
And I can tweak it a bit if necessary, but it's... your audio is fine.
Okay, perfect. Oh! Nice rail from Dan.
Oh, that's always a situation. Oh, I do have mega health after, or to fall back to. And well, yeah, Para now thinks to himself, maybe just go for the mega health and then the fight.
And you can see, you know, Dan's got his totems up, so he's just like overstacking the hell out of this one.
I will free you from your shame.
So this is, I would say this is not a good position for Para to be in. He's gotta find these totems, or at least control heavy instead of mega, right? But it looks like he's gonna be turtling instead near this light armor, which is not. It's a difficult situation, right? He's now in a struggle. He can't really get out of this room. They're both kind of railing, but not really hitting.
Yeah, but it's like you click on your opponent, but he's not really there.
Well, this is the nice thing about client-side registration with QC is like, as long as the server's not having a heart attack, even if you click on them on your screen, it'll at least register with the server. So, like for example, let's say Dan hits Para and then Para moves off behind a wall. Para will just feel a rail to his face. Or like that rocket, right? That rocket, he probably was like, wait, I wasn't even there yet.
But I do think it's more difficult when both players have 100+ ping.
Yeah, it definitely gets a little bit wonky, I'll tell you. I prefer it over 10 to 100 though. By miles, I'll always take 200 ping over playing against a 100 ping player. Oh,
behold.
Nasty.
And despair.
So at this point, Dan just needs to keep a cycle. I mean, he's got
Oh,
he's got the
I did.
cycle. Oh. Oh, he just got totem hard. Yikes.
5-minute warning.
Look at this split, Rob. It's like almost. It's a pretty nasty
Yeah.
split between these majors.
But
This is better than.
like now, dandaking is hitting his rails, but instead of trying to flick on the model, he's just waiting for Para to walk into his crosshair. And
True this. True this. You can just play angles. I mean,
yeah, that will
Doesn't
always
gleam it,
work with any
Oh, yeah.
ping, right?
Death is the only release. I will not grant you that privilege.
Especially with the client-side hit detection.
precisely. Yeah. So Para is pretty stacked up. So he's got to go chasing. But he's got to chase move faster because Mega's still kind of sitting there. And then Dan is just gonna play this game, right? He's just oh.
Impressive.
So Mega was up for the entire cycle of heavy.
Unworthy.
Impressive.
And yeah, Para with his movement is not making it exactly that difficult for dandaking to hit his shots.
Yeah,
It's
this
basically
is,
walking in a straight line.
pretty much, yeah.
My life
And
sustains
Dan's just gonna do his usual thing: pop up his totems, put them in the right place. Para's gotta go looking for them, or at least contest heavy more than the Mega.
Help totem.
But you know, if you were predicting on this one, chat, I think you would feel slightly leaning towards Stan at this point. It'd be hard for Para to come back from this unless he goes really aggro. Like he's really got to push on Dan to pull this off.
Yeah, but not only he needs to bring the aggressiveness, he also needs to enter this rotation and do some cleanup duty. Or else it will be end of practice run for him today.
Absolutely, and you can tell those nails really didn't do the job that he was expecting them to do. And now we've got, once again, Overstack will be on the way. And things are not looking good for Para. Every time I say that word, I just immediately think of M2.3 from Counter-Strike. You gotta bring the pain like the Para, man. You gotta get in it. Gotta show up and crouch and shoot, spray and pray.
Yeah, he needs to invest so much damage to get anything on the board.
Impressive.
I don't. Yeah, I think that.
Your gods
Yeah,
do not
I was gonna say.
favor
I think
you.
that's it. Unfortunately, Para, my mate, sorry. GG Dan. Dan the King. Dan the King. Australian dark horse. It's not really dark, but our Australian man has moved on, it looks like.
Indeed.
Where's that gonna put him, eh?
Yeah, against the MCS Strong Sage.
Indeed. That one's gonna be interesting, and I hope we can get that one. Actually, we have a lot of options here. A lot of options.
Yeah, but
Sibian, yep.
I have set this up to see dandaking versus Strong
All
Sage.
right. Then we're gonna get that
So
one. That's gonna
so
be
even
exciting.
if you want